Hey everybody, Robert Garcia with the Nerd Report for March 18th, 2018. Today we're going to be talking about Incredibles 2, big opening weekend. We're also going to talk about the Jim Henson experience over at the Skirball Center in Los Angeles. What else are we going to talk about?
Hi, I'm Amanda. I'm here too.
Amanda's here.
And I'm going to talk about stuff too.
We're going to talk about
Love when he leaves me out.
all that stuff. It threw me off because our intro actually played before.
It's not like you can see me sitting right there on the screen.
No, but
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Our intro totally played. It threw me off. So we're going to talk about all that stuff and a whole lot more on the Nerd Report podcast for March 18th, 2018. We'll start the intro again. Here we go. All right, everybody, now we're set. Now the intro played in the right place, so it's creature of habit. If something mildly wrong goes wrong, it throws me off. So a lot to talk about, a lot of stuff we're going to cover. Everybody's already joining in the chat. Oh, I got to open up the chat on here because I won't be able to see it.
He's never ready.
I'm ready. The notes are ready. So, yeah, a whole lot of stuff to talk about. We'll kick it off with some Incredible 2 news. And where did it go? There it is.
Hey, look at everybody's here. He's not ready anyway. I'm going to say what's up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Ed Gal. Hey, Inigo Montoya. What's up? What's up? Oh, what's up, YouTube? There you are. And let's see here. Who else? Caprice. Hi, Caprice. Robert Not Garcia, the mainstay. Thank you so much. What's up, YouTube again? I saw you. You get 2 shout-outs. Queen Gigi. Hey, thank you for joining us. I Mojito. It's not a show without you. Hey, Julio. Did I get everybody? Hey, if I didn't, I'll say hi to you later.
They'll join in as the podcast goes on. But yeah, you get double prizes, double intros today. That was my fault. I shouldn't have messed with the stuff. So, big news: Incredibles 2 opens to $180 million for opening weekend. A huge opening weekend for Incredibles 2. Did you get a chance to see it?
No.
I thought you were going to go see it Friday.
I was going to, but I went to golf and stuff instead.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
That's right. Because your son, Zeke Blues, his best buddy's leaving.
Yes. Bye, Darla. Love you, Mama. Yes, his bestest friend since like first grade. She's going to be moving across the country. So we celebrated a month early and Cobra Kai style-y.
Oh, that's right. Golf and stuff.
That's right.
Yeah, so I got to, I took my kids on Sunday, Father's Day. So we went to check it out at wasn't at El Cap or nothing, just went to the local theater. The kids loved it. They really, really liked it a lot. And
cool.
But it's a huge opening weekend. Like I said, $180 million, global haul of $231 million, and $51 million from the international market. Biggest opening of all time for an animated film. So
wow.
It even beat out Finding Dory, which I believe was at $130 million. But the big thing too is that 14 years later, people were still excited for the Incredibles. So yeah, it's really, really cool. Opened up huge. I didn't think it was going to make that much.
Right.
But my box office guesses aren't quite accurate anymore. I'm losing the touch.
That's true. Yes. And just real quick, Inigo and Julio, it was a fumble. Anyway. Some people are commenting already. Ed Gal saw the movie.
Oh, yeah. Let us know in the comments what you guys thought. We want to know what your thoughts were on Incredibles 2. I wrote up my review on it. I thought the animation was great. Technology-wise, everything caught up to what director Brad Bird had wanted to do in the first film. His big thing was, I remember him saying "goo baby." He wanted a goo baby in the first one. That he wanted Jack to have one of his powers to be goo.
Are you going to be discussing spoilers? Because I'm sure there's a few people that.
Oh, we posted them all over the place.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, the when I got to interview Brad Bird, yeah, he actually spoiled it. I was trying to be like low key about it. I didn't even name it, but he got really excited and goes, "Goo baby!"
Oh, right on.
So yeah, we do have the interviews that are posted with director Brad Bird, producer John Walker, and producer Nicole Grindle. So it's all on. That's on the other channel for YouTube. That's on Nuke the Fridge. But yeah, everything's up there if you want to check out the interview with my exclusive interview with the director, Brad Bird. So, but yeah, he talked about technology and how it caught up to his original vision, things he wanted to do. He said he was kind of limited on some of the things he wanted to do with the first film. But one thing that he noted was, people who saw the first film, were kids or even, 10, 12 years old. And, there were a few of them that saw it as a kid. And then this time around actually got to animate on it, got to work on it.
Yeah. Well, even my eldest is about to be 20. Mm-hmm. So he was a small kid when.
So, oh man, only like 5 or 6 when it came out. And it doesn't seem that long. It doesn't seem like 14 years. It doesn't seem like it was that long ago. But I did revisit it and was listening to the commentary for the animators and the director's commentary. I wanted to listen to both. And yeah, 14 years ago. Well, actually, almost 15 when they were working on it. It was released 14 years ago.
That's cool. I mean, I was more excited for Finding Dory. That was the sequel I was crazy about Finding Dory. Yes, of course. Also, Idris Elba reference. But yeah, so The Incredibles isn't one of my favorite Pixar movies, but I am looking forward to this one. The trailer looked really interesting, so I'm looking forward to it. Ed Gal said he loves it.
I missed his comment. Yeah, Ed Gal saying he loves it. Oh, that's pretty.
Hey, yeah. Travis. Hey, Robin.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to catch
Are you
up.
all right?
I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to do two things at once.
He's not even reading this.
I read it. So, on the heels of that, I know they're starting to work on. Incredibles 3. I'm already talking about Incredibles 3. Toy Story 4.
Yes.
So they're working on Toy Story 4 right now, and Incredibles 2 kind of broke the. I guess. Well, Pixar wasn't having. I mean, with the exception of Finding Dory, it didn't have a good track record as far as sequels. The only sequels that were exceptional were Toy Story and Finding Nemo, Finding Dory.
Yes.
So those were exceptional sequels.
Because the others don't need sequels. Like Up doesn't need a sequel.
Right.
Coco's new, but that won't need a sequel. No. It doesn't need a sequel.
Cars, I really didn't think needed a sequel.
2, I wasn't down with. 3 is cool. It's better than 2.
You thought so? Well,
yeah. Well, okay, but part 2 begat the ride that's one of my favorites in Radiator Springs.
Right.
Which is the dance that they do, like Luigi and all his cousins and stuff.
Right.
So that's one of my favorite rides actually at California Adventure.
Yeah, that's one of my top rides also.
So, part 2 begat that ride. But, yeah.
I like that ride so much, but I can't go on because my youngest won't go on it.
Oh.
Yeah, she won't go on it. So somebody always has to stay and, when I was married, one parent had to stay with her.
He always gets personal, and if I talk about it, then he's gonna be like, "I don't want to talk about that."
I want to talk about that.
So I'm not even gonna engage it. I'm not even gonna do it.
That's how we used to do it. But no, my youngest won't go on it. So I don't know why. It's not scary. I think it's just the darkness in the beginning. I think it just kind of scares her.
Okay.
But I don't understand it because she watches horror movies.
I know kids are funny that way.
I don't get it. Yeah, she won't go on rides like that. She doesn't like dark rides, but she'll sit in a theater and watch a horror movie. So.
Well, I'm talking about the little dancing Italian cars. That one, Luigi's.
Didn't they take that out?
No, the tires they did.
Oh, okay.
But they have the little dancing cars.
That's right.
And it's got like the lights and everything. And
yeah.
Yeah, so it's almost like a Soul Train line.
Right. Yes.
That one's a lot of fun. But
I know what you're
the Radiator Springs Racers.
Right.
That is worth the 2-hour wait because fast passes are out in the morning.
Yeah, for Guardians of the Galaxy and the Radiator Springs, they're gone by the morning. Which another thing too is Pixar Fest opens this weekend, right? Oh no, I'm sorry, not Pixar Fest. The California Adventure, Pixar Land.
Pixar Pier?
Pixar Pier opens this weekend.
I don't even have a season pass.
I know. I'm staying away from there right now because it's just too busy. But yeah, Pixar Pier opens this weekend. All of those passes that they were selling for the advanced pre-party thing,
right?
Like for fans, that sold out.
Of course.
Like I can't recall how much it was. Like maybe $250 a person, something like that. But that sold out. So, yeah.
I'm just moving my Deadpool here because, hey, he hasn't paid up anyway.
I know, I still.
Okay, so but we're talking about The Incredibles 2. Whoever saw it already really liked it. How was Bao? Did you cry again?
I did.
Oh, jeez.
I did.
You guys remember how much grief he's given me over crying?
Well, over Coco. I was like, you saw it. You've seen it before. Why are you crying?
Because it's the cultural ramifications of the Disney Pixar thing. That's what it is. That's what the tie-in.
And that's what it is for Bao. I mean, you know, it's about her mom and her mom's love for making you know, dumplings, steamed dumplings and everything. But I think it transcends cultures, because it reminds me of like my grandma making tortillas in the morning.
Oh,
so that's why to me it transcends, you know, cultures. The story is really, really good. The animation's really well done. My kids love the little dumpling. My daughter, I don't know why my daughter calls it a sushi roll. She knows it's not a sushi roll, but she calls it a sushi roll. I don't know why.
See, look at Robin says, if you don't cry in Coco, you have no heart.
I didn't cry. I got a little emotional, but for some reason, I don't know why Bao keeps doing it to me, because that's the third time I've seen Bao.
I know.
Because I saw it at the studio, and I was too embarrassed to see if anybody else was looking. But I heard other people saying that they cried. So first time I saw it. And the second time I saw it at the press screening, I cried a little bit. And then
not a little bit.
And then on Father's Day again.
He's telling you that.
Again, I did. So, but it was Father's Day. I was emotional already.
Hey, look at Robert Not Garcia says, I love pork bows. It's making me hungry.
Yeah.
Nakayama-san.
So yeah. Big opening weekend. Congrats to Pixar and Disney for Incredibles 2. Not just that it's a big opening weekend, but that it's a legitimately good movie. Legitimately good. I really liked it.
On.
Yeah, you'll dig it. You'll really like it. So
I sure hope so.
I know, and then you're gonna come back and say I didn't like it.
Probably. Oh my God, La La Land. Okay, so I'm not gonna get distracted by that. What I actually want to talk about, just in the same vein of like the Disney conversation and everything. Who watched the Dumbo trailer?
Oh, Dumbo trailer.
Dumbo trailer. Tim Burton's Dumbo.
Yes. So we want everybody to weigh in on the Dumbo trailer also, because you kind of didn't like it, right?
I did not. I'm waiting for Christopher Robin. I'm not into it.
Well,
and say I am a huge Tim Burton fan is an understatement.
Right.
A majority of what is in my collection of pop culture, everything is Tim Burton themed. My favorite of his movies is Ed Wood. And I'm not excited about this. I think that a long time ago, he lost his way, going all the way back to like Planet of the Apes. I don't know why he made that in the first place. And so I think he lost his way. He certainly lost his muse in Lisa Marie. And he just makes different movies now.
Lisa Marie is his
former fiance.
Right.
She's the one that in the heyday of Tim Burton, when he was making movies like Beetlejuice and Mars Attacks, Nightmare Before Christmas, he doesn't really make. That's Henry Selick's movie. Selick,
right.
So, you know, stuff like that. Ed Wood, at his heyday, his prime, the Batmans, that's when he was with Lisa Marie, and the man and his muse were parted, and he started to make different movies.
Robbie Navarro saying meaning the Dumbo trailer, it looks better than what the Jungle Book was.
Yeah, and we're all going to have like difference of opinion at this point and everything, but I didn't think that this needed a live action remake. I like Dumbo. Pink Elephants on Parade was one of the most terrifying things I'd ever seen when I was a kid.
Wasn't that strange?
Dude, the song Pink Elephants on Parade is on my Halloween soundtrack. I play that.
For your house?
For the house. When we do our haunted houses, Pink Elephants on Parade is there. Because it's terrifying.
Yeah, that's an odd, acid-infused scene.
Yeah, and you know, Travis, my baby cakes, Big Eyes was good, but that's not Burton. To me, it's not Burton. It's not the same thing. He's a different filmmaker.
Right. Big Eyes. I thought that was pretty good. I liked it.
I mean, I liked it better than, say, anything he did with Helena Bonham Carter. But you didn't like Dark Shadows? Dark Shadows was entertaining, and I will watch it.
I liked it.
I watch it for Eva Green.
Oh. Okay.
Eva Green is a bombshell, so I watch it because of her. But Yeah, no, I just, like I said, I felt like he lost his way. Corpse Bride is a cool movie, but it's not incredible. It's not Nightmare Before Christmas, and that's largely in part because Henry Selick made Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
I genuinely, well, okay, I got excited for it when we saw the, referencing D23. They brought out the maquette of Dumbo, and it looked pretty cool.
right.
Like life-size maquette of Dumbo. And the trailer, the music is, well, it's Danny Elfman. So
Of course.
the music is, on par with what you would expect from their collaboration.
Oh.
What? It's
No. It's when I went to the signing to get my giant poster signed, I'm there in line with like a 20 and 21-year-old. I'm talking about getting Chris Sarandon to sign it because he's Jack Skellington. Well, to us, Danny Elfman is Jack Skellington. I turned around and put my back to them. How dare you?
Conversation over. Conversation was done before you stabbed him. You're like, I'm gonna turn around before I stab these kids.
Yes. So I wasn't laughing at what you were saying. It just it brought that back.
Oh, okay. I thought.
Yeah. No.
I mean, it's what we would expect. I think it. I was genuinely intrigued by the trailer. I got excited for it. It looks good.
Yeah. I just Christopher Robin. I am like
you jumped straight to
super excited
Robin.
about. No, well, because it's just as far as level of anticipation and enthusiasm. For me, it's Christopher Robin. So I was even glad that he gave up the. He was supposed to direct the Addams Family movie. He was involved with that years ago.
Oh yeah.
It was supposed to be stop motion. Can you imagine that?
And, yeah. What happened with that? It just kind of fell apart.
Yeah, I think so. It's been kind of in that development like sludge.
Kind of like the Trick or Treat 2.
Yeah,
thing
exactly.
Where
And
they announce it and then it never comes to fruition. And you're left with like, dude, where was it? You said it was coming.
Yeah, it's like the damn dragons. George R.R. Martin.
Right.
So, but I mean, and the cast is pretty impeccable. We can expect Dumbo on March 29th of next year. The original came out in 1941. It's got Colin Farrell, Michael Keaton, Danny DeVito, Alan Arkin, and of course, again, Eva Green.
Come on, it's Batman Returns cast. Michael Keaton and Danny DeVito.
I love it. Big Fish.
Right.
Big Fish, Danny DeVito.
No, yeah.
That's a good one.
See, did you like Big Fish? I love Big Fish. I love that movie.
I like Big Fish a lot. Mostly for Ewan McGregor.
Right.
And Albert Finney.
Mm-hmm.
The incredible performances and the tall tale aspect and everything.
Right.
But kind of a la Rob Zombie, where he keeps putting his wife, who's a
oh no,
and kids from it. That's
you can't
what I
say
see
a la Rob Zombie,
dude. That's what I see happening when he was with Helena Bonham Carter.
But he does that. Doesn't he do that with all his girls?
No. Oh, excuse me. No. Vampira is the only speaking role that Lisa Marie had in any of his movies. She was in his movies, but they were smaller parts. They were not huge speaking, starring roles like he was giving to Helena Bonham Carter. And she didn't necessarily add to the movies that he was making.
I liked her in Big Fish.
It was like a throwaway role for me.
Really?
Yeah, everything else was dynamic in that movie. And hers, like, you could have taken the parts that she played out of there and I wouldn't have missed it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she plays the like piano teacher that was the little girl that grew up and she was in love with him and blah blah blah.
Well,
whatever.
she was like she was like the witch, right? Well, they thought she was like a witch or something.
Yeah,
like
because
that.
Albert Finney, his dad, always told tall tales. Yeah.
Right.
So, but I mean, yeah, that's it. And again, my favorite of all of his movies is Ed Wood because that was a passion project.
That's a good movie. Legitimately good movie.
V. Neil did the makeup for that one, and it was just it's a great movie. So that's just where I am with that.
Robin Ibarra is saying, is anyone else done with Colin Farrell? Wow, the Colin Farrell hate coming out.
I feel like he really can't act, but they just keep casting him.
He was really good though in what was the
Saving Mr. Banks?
Yes. Did you like Saving Mr. Banks?
I did.
Colin Farrell was really good in that. And when you see his character develop and you know something's a little amiss with him because he's like the good time jolly dad, and then ultimately he's an alcoholic and can't hold a job, and it was I thought his character development in that movie was really good, and the way he pulled it off and the way he played it was really 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 good.
I like him in Horrible Bosses.
Oh, I know.
At the end sequence in the credits when he like sneezes, he's like, "Is that like, am I dying?"
Intergalactic Mojito. He was good in SWAT. How dare you? How dare you, Crystal? I thought we were friends. SWAT, really? Come on.
I'm saying.
SWAT.
Okay, so we have that. We got the Tim Burton thing. Of course, I will probably watch it, but I know I know for a fact that I will. Well, that's like I'm gonna watch Rob Zombie's 3 from Hell also.
No, don't do that.
I'm gonna, like you've said, I'm a horror fan.
I
horror
know.
fans.
I know.
Watch everything.
You're. I know, but
I'm gonna watch it.
But see, that's why he keeps making more movies. Is because the hardcore horror fans keep watching. Stop watch any other movie. Stop.
I'm not ready to have this debate with you right now.
Watch any other movie, just not a Rob Zombie movie. How many times have you been let down by Rob Zombie?
Oh God.
See?
I mean, as a musician, he is
musician.
incredible.
Yeah, White Zombie, he was great. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man,
really good music.
Touring with Marilyn Manson right now. I want to go see that in Vegas.
Are they on tour?
Yes.
Oh, are they?
Yes. I talked about it on a previous show. Thank you for listening.
Oh, we talk about so much stuff. I barely remember my kids' names.
Oh, look at Travis says, I ran into Colin Farrell at the New Bev once. I pointed when I saw him and said, "Bullseye." He was not amused.
Bullseye.
Oh, phone booth.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I can't do Rob Zombie movies anymore. I can't. I'm done with them. I think he had one decent movie, somewhat entertaining movie, and then, he just, I don't know. He's just a little over the top for me. Just
no, I get it.
Excessive.
I watched 31, and then see, I have a couple of friends, Travis included, that really liked 31, and I didn't like it. I'm like, oh my God, I walked away from that movie like, I think Rob Zombie's a damn Nazi. Like, I really had a hard time with that movie.
No, he definitely pushes the envelope as far as gore and content for the movies or the story. He definitely pushes it, but I think I'm out. I can't watch his movies anymore.
Yeah, and I
refuse to contribute anything, any finances to a Rob Zombie production. I can't.
Oh well, I was pretty out after I watched Lords of Salem. Lords of Salem was, oh my God.
See, Travis Hayward's talking about Devil's Rejects. I saw it and I felt like I needed to take a shower after that.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Devil's Rejects was legit. It was there.
That is the best. That is the pinnacle of his portfolio, if you will.
So you think he peaked at Devil's Rejects?
I do.
I could see that.
The Haunted World of El Super Beasto was his animated project that a lot of people didn't even see. It was released video on demand kind of thing. Mm-hmm. I rented it at Blockbuster. That's right. I named drop Blockbuster.
Dang, that was still on, or that was still in business.
So, but Devil's Rejects, I think, is the best of everything that he's done. Halloween 1, I would say, his first Halloween follows that, but then everything else, he just lost me.
Travis is saying that he liked Halloween 1.
Yeah, he likes Halloween, but then he also likes 31. So it's just that whole difference of opinion.
That reminds me of the Star Wars quote. Padme says, "I can't follow you down that path," or something like that. Can't do it.
Oh, I consider you a moderate horror fan at best.
The problem is if I see a director and I don't like even 2 of the movies, then I won't go. I'll be out. I'm done.
Speaking of Halloween, did we talk about the trailer yet?
Yeah, we covered the trailer.
Did we cover the trailer?
Yeah.
I think I just want to talk about it again.
See, talk about somebody who's not paying attention to it. Yeah. I think that was when we had the issue with the photos, when I couldn't load the photos. I think it was that week. I think that was the week that it happened.
Let's see. Travis didn't like Halloween 2, though. I will die knowing I like Lords of Salem, says Robin. Baby girl, I love you. Just, I'm Mojito says, Rob Zombie's How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Yeah.
Rob Zombie's Home Alone. Julio says Rob Zombie's Titanic. But Travis agrees with me about Lords of Salem that it's dog poo. There's one for you. Rob Zombie's The Notebook. You'd probably watch that one.
I would watch that totally. I'll buy it at Home Depot parking lot.
So was it the second trailer, guys? Everybody, did we all see that? We're all excited. Oh, yeah. Now I remember the conversation because the retconning. Okay, I got it. We're good.
Wow. Now she remembers.
Yeah, well.
All right. So we'll move on from Rob Zombie talk. Is that it for the Rob Zombie?
Sure.
Or actually, no, it ventured off into Rob Zombie.
Oh,
we were talking about Tim Burton and Dumbo.
Oh, yeah. So I'm not excited.
I'm excited. And I know a lot of people are excited. You're more excited for Christopher Robin.
Yes.
Which does look equally good.
Looks better.
And they come out of the
100-acre wood.
The 100-acre woods. And they're in the city.
Yes.
So I think it'll be like a clean version of Ted.
But there's no T.I. double gut-er in Ted, so.
Right.
Just saying. All right. So we talked about that. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is coming.
Yes. That comes out this Thursday actually.
Yes.
And they have a really cool photo op if you're out here in Southern California and you go to City Walk over by Universal Studios, they have a really, really cool photo op with a T-Rex and that little ball thing that you sit in.
The gyrosphere.
I don't even know the name of it.
I love Jurassic Park.
I don't even know the name of it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I think I saw it on Twitter. Somebody was posting photos of it. So T-Rex, yeah, just looks like it's about to devour you, and you're sitting in the gyrosphere.
Yes.
In the gyrosphere. So it's a really cool photo op, and it's free. Just go out and hang out, and then you can check out Jurassic World. And you said it's already at 150 plus, right?
150 internationally, yes.
So it's out internationally.
Well, that's what that said. Yes.
Oh, I thought.
But just before we venture off too much, in case you're able to go into the Universal Park, they have this really cool attraction called the Raptor Encounter. It's like a meet and greet, and they updated it to include Blue. So Blue from Jurassic World.
Oh, that's right. I saw that.
Is there, and you can go, and it's the most advanced puppet of the ones that they've had there before. It actually like blinks and sneers. So you can go there at Universal Studios if you have the chance to be there and get pictures with the live action moving Blue.
Travis Hayward is saying Jurassic meh, even more meh. Wow.
Oh, dang it, not Garcia. I didn't get to see the Predator one yet. Dang it.
Was that the Predator trailer?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I haven't seen it yet either.
Dang it. We are both messing
You
up.
mentioned it last time, too, and I didn't see it.
That's right.
You asked me if I had seen it, and I told you I didn't see it. I goofed. Intergalactic Potato saying, has City Walk done up the place for the movie? Other than, I think, just the photo op, and I don't know. And then you just mentioned the Blue.
The Raptor Encounter.
Yeah, Raptor Encounter. So Blue's out there wandering the park now. And you said the eyes move and...
Yeah, like he blinks and sneers and stuff. So you haven't seen it?
No, I haven't
seen it. If you haven't seen it, I'm sure somewhere online there's like all kinds of video of it. So it's next to the Jurassic Park ride, and they bring him out, and they have like a trainer, like a wrangler, who's a la Chris Pratt.
Oh, okay.
Who they're like, but it's like an animatronic raptor that comes out, and you can interact with.
Oh, that's cool.
It is pretty cool.
That's a pretty good photo op.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Two Predator. Okay, they're just commenting, saying that it looks hot in the closet.
It is. It's kind of warm.
Yeah, I need coffee, but no, I gotta go to bed early too tonight.
So, oh wow, it's good. There's two Predators. I really love that franchise, so I'm looking forward to that. Wow. I really like AVP and Requiem.
I didn't like it.
Why are you here?
I didn't. I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. I was just expecting more. A little bit more out of it.
But that's like expecting more out of Freddy versus Jason.
That's legitimately good. That's fun.
It is good. Good.
It's a really fun movie. And it's above just like what people term a popcorn film. I think it's even above that.
See,
I dig it that much.
But I feel like you use that term almost in a derogatory sense. Like, it's just a popcorn movie.
No, popcorn movie is like just like no expectations kind of thing. That's what a popcorn movie is to me. No expectations. Hey, I'm not expecting a whole lot, and I was like pleasantly surprised kind of thing.
Yeah, and this one directed by Shane Black, who of course was in the first one, and then written by Fred Dekker. Awesome Fred Dekker.
Yep.
Not Garcia says we need some raspados.
Oh, I agree. Bring them down.
I pronounced it for you because I figured maybe you couldn't.
No, I could have said it. I could have said it.
All right, so there's that.
There's
Jurassic World. Anybody else going to go see it? I'll probably watch that before I watch Incredibles 2, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
You're that much into the Jurassic Park, Jurassic World?
Yeah, and I'm not that into Incredibles, so it's kind of and like the kiddos are home from college for the summer.
Okay, yeah, so it would make more.
Baby brother
sense.
can hang out with them and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You're right, I'm Mojito. Predators with Adrian Brody. Talk about surprise casting, but he was really good in that. And then spoiler alert, Topher Grace.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, the unassuming one. That's actually what makes the original Michael Myers, The Shape, so terrifying because he's unassuming.
Right.
So.
Okay. Are we good?
Yeah.
All right. We can talk about. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna talk about. I had the chance over the weekend. Well, actually, it was Friday. To go check out at the Skirball Center in Los Angeles, right off the 101 freeway. Is it the 101 or the 405? Oh gosh,
that's the 405.
405.
This guy, he's new to LA.
Because I know, right? Like if I've never been, I've been all over Los Angeles. But yeah, off the 405 freeway, went to the Skirball Center for the Jim Henson experience. Exhibit. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Take 3. I swear I went. I swear I was there. I was totally there. But yeah, I was real excited about it when I heard it was coming to this or going to be at the Skirball Center. So it is currently on display.
You better read faster. You're running out of battery.
I know. This stupid thing is horrible. And Skirball Center is open Tuesday through Friday because museums are generally closed on Mondays. 12 to 5 p.m. Admission is $12 for general admission, $7 for children 2 to 12. Children over 12 are going to be general. But I do have some photos that I want to share with you guys. Very, very cool photos of the Jim Henson exhibit. So there's I mean, I was just overwhelmed by it. I'm a huge, huge Muppets fan, Frank Oz fan, Jim Henson fan, Muppets movie.
Isn't that the picture I sent you?
No, that's I took that at the thing.
So you just never used the ones I sent you?
These are all the pictures that I took. Bert and Ernie in glass.
He was supposed to send me pictures and he didn't.
You know, I did. Didn't I send you some pictures?
No.
Oh, I think I was. I think I was gonna save them for this. That's why I didn't send them.
I'm like, send me pictures, nerd.
I remember you said that.
He's like, of course, or for shiz, or whatever he said. Whatever dated, like, response.
Dated, easy. So, yeah, that's Bert and Ernie.
There's Scooter.
Yeah, Scooter.
Is that Emmett Otter? No, that's Candace, right? Over there.
I can't see in the back. Oh, yeah.
Oh, and I see. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Do that one. Okay. So there's Grover and the Count, who you've encountered before.
Well.
I did that.
Yeah. Wow. Ba-dum-bum. So that's Bert and Ernie. Ernie is from the 80s, and Bert is from the 70s. So they had different variations from different decades of the Muppets there, and the puppets from Sesame Street. So, yeah, they were just different variations from different eras. They did have Kermit there, and let me show you some more.
Yeah, since I haven't seen them yet.
I thought I really, shush, I really loved this picture of Frank Oz, Jerry Nelson,
Jim Henson,
and there's a couple other characters. The guy I can't remember. I can't recall the guy's name. He actually passed away. I think 2012. He was the original voice of the Count and
that's not Dave Gills.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no. But I mean, it's just there's so much stuff. What is it?
Robin says 2 puns. 2.
Well played. Well played.
And then I'm Mojito Grover. That's her all-time favorite. I think one of my favorite besides Super Grover is the near, far.
Oh yeah. Then I thought these puppets were so cool. I think they were made for the Steve Allen show. Oh. And it's of Jim Henson, Frank Oz, and Jerry Nelson. And it was for a musical bit that they did.
That's awesome.
So those are the original puppets from that TV show that they did.
I'm seeing these as you all are, so I'm just as amazed, I'm sure.
And then There they
Hurry
are.
up, show it. Bunsen and Beaker.
Bunsen and Beaker in the in the glass case. You just want to like touch them.
Yes.
You just want to like feel them. That's
not
the
fondle.
thing.
Touch.
Not fondle.
That's different.
You could fondle them if that's your gig.
Please don't. Please don't fondle the Muppets.
Right. Oh, go there. And let's see. I will show you some exclusive video.
Oh,
I don't know if I want to show it now.
well, you can't do that. You see how he teases? And he's like, "Here, have some." No, don't.
Okay.
Okay, a little bit. No,
okay,
it's mine.
Well, I'll show you. Oh, they didn't have the. I know who you're talking about, Robert. They didn't have the judges.
Meep.
Yeah. I will show you some exclusive video of
the
my.
Judge, like Waldorf and Stead.
I think that's who he means. That's who he means. Yeah. Some exclusive video of my puppeting skills, of my muppeting skills. It was the whole thing is interactive. You can do little scenes. You can I think I put it on my Facebook or Instagram. It was one of them where we actually did the Muppet theme show.
Are you sure you were there? You seem very uncertain.
I'm pretty sure I was there. If not, some other dude took my kids.
So, Inigo Montoya, I bought my kids Muppets for Christmas about 5 years ago.
Oh, nice.
Did you ever see those exclusives? They were FAO Schwartz, and it actually came with the structure of the Muppet that you could put your hand in, and then the actual Muppet eyes and clothing and accessories.
I remember those, and I never bought them. It was one of those things where I kept saying, "Oh, I'm gonna get those. I want to buy that," and I never went back.
Yeah, Inigo got it for both of his kids.
Nice. So I'll show you the video. Hopefully, it's gonna play right off the bat. So we're not going to be able to hear it. You should be able to hear it. It's, of course, one of the coolest songs ever by Louis Prima, Keely Smith, Black Magic. But I did some puppeting skills to it. Let's see if it'll play. It should play. Oh, here it goes. I got to actually play it. Let's see if it'll play.
Ed Gal says he still has his.
There it goes.
Oh, wow. It'd be awesome if I could do this.
I can do a band.
That's awesome. How was it, everybody?
Oh, my gosh. This is not doing it.
What? You are no longer allowed to play the reindeer games.
Oh, my gosh. Let's transition.
I'm taking a picture.
Oh, wow. This was not meant.
You guys can't see, but I'm taking pictures of this.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Sorry, guys. Hey, we try to play video for you, and it gets all screwed up. At least you guys got to see the video.
Hey, you guys know who to blame.
Right.
Everybody knows who to blame. And it's not me.
It's the issue that we don't have a producer. Producer. We had
Inigo says, start the show over.
start. Take two.
Maybe this time he'll introduce me. Okay, so it was, in fact, an experience, right?
So it's a complete and total immersive experience. Go down there if you can. Skirball Center, Tuesday through Friday. Of course, closed on Mondays. Tuesday through Sunday. And it is open a little bit earlier on Saturdays and Sundays. Opens up at 10. Opens up at 10 on Saturdays and Sundays, and opens up at 12.
I'd say maybe check
Tuesday
the
through
website
Friday.
anyway.
No, I got it right here. It's all right there. It's all right there.
Just like you had the video.
Right. But no, it's really cool. I really genuinely dug it. I had a lot of fun. I think I had more fun than my kids did. The only thing I was a little disappointed with was like I really wanted like a T-shirt saying the Jim Henson Exhibit or something. They didn't have that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I like to buy or collect T-shirts. Like if I get to go somewhere cool or see something.
Right.
And yeah, that was the only thing I was bummed out about. I wish they would have had like a Jim Henson Exhibit, at the Skirball Center or something, but
right.
They didn't.
Travis says, get with the frickin' program, Robert.
I know.
Inigo says, oh my God, give him a damn coffee already.
See, here's the thing. Like when if I do anything, well, people can't see what it looks like, but it's a whole like little television studio in here. When I change one thing, if I don't prepare it, then it gets all screwed up, and then we'll be listening to other things, which just happened right now. So
Okay, so but they don't have any merch or no T-shirts.
Nothing exclusive for the Jim Henson exhibit. No posters. That's what I was really, really hoping they were going to have, like a poster, a T-shirt, anything saying, Jim Henson exhibit at the Skirball Center. They didn't have anything like that.
And at the same time, I kind of like that because that draws out the true fans that are going to go there no matter what to be there a part of it, not just to like get a T-shirt or get merch or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back. I'm so gonna go back again.
I can't wait to go.
I loved it. I had such a good time. I'm gonna go back without the kids too, because the kids were getting tired. They're like, "Can we look at something else now?" Like, no, we're here for
these
Jim
younger
Henson.
generations are not so much Muppet bound as we are.
Intergalactic Potato saying, not even a keychain. No, nothing. Not one thing that says the Jim Henson exhibit. That's what I was really disappointed about. So, unfortunately, no. Hopefully, maybe something later. So
okay, well that's exciting. Of course, I plan to go as well. And anybody wants to go, let's get together and I'll go.
But yeah, guys,
where's my Nerd Report group we went to solo with? Let's go, people.
Everybody, definitely go check it out. You'll have a great time.
Right. Speaking of places to go, I'm going to switch it up real quick. At the Egyptian, I wanted to let everybody know that starting on June 28th,
No,
you don't need to see me to hear this.
I was trying to make it bigger. I don't know why it's doing
okay. So they're having 3 nights of Shaw Brothers movies, beginning with on the 28th.
Dude, that was not intentional. I don't know why.
I don't care. We're running out of time.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, so it's starting with...
it off. I'm shutting it off. Go. I'm going to get rid of it.
Okay, so it's starting with on June 28th, a double feature of the 5 Deadly Venoms and the 36th Chamber of Shaolin. So that's really, really exciting. Anybody else interested in going? Inigo Montoya probably. So, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It is very cool. And then there's 3 nights. I didn't get down the other movies yet because those 2 were pretty impressive. So, okay, so that's my screening info.
Travis Hayward. Jesus, again? I know. I know.
Inigo is saying it like in Bug's Life. You fired.
I know, everybody. Give me a break.
What's up, YouTube? 4 times the charm.
Dude. I can't change. I can't touch anything. I just got to leave it. I should have just left it and we would have been fine.
Okay, well, my battery's running out anyway, so I need to see that.
See, that's what you get.
So, okay. Well, then I'm going to go ahead and continue.
Go ahead.
Okay. The Shining sequel, Dr. Sleep, has cast Ewan McGregor as a grown-up Danny Torrance. That's pretty exciting.
That's pretty solid.
That is. Sources say, I read this on Variety, and sources say that Stephen King has given his blessing in that particular casting.
Oh, really?
And the director is Mike Flanagan, who directed the Netflix adaptation of Gerald's Game.
Oh, okay.
So, looking forward to that. Could be cool.
Wow. That's pretty good. That's solid. That's solid news. Especially if Stephen King gives his blessing.
Yeah, so...
Like he did it. Oh, jeez. You scared me.
No, I'm just waiting to see what you're going to say.
I thought it was a death stare. Oh, I'm struggling today. Oh, I need a break. I need a vacation. Plus, yeah, I got home late, so... Talk about some Comic-Con news. San Diego Comic-Con.
Go for it. Go.
San Diego Comic-Con. We are 1 month away, 4 weeks away from San Diego Comic-Con.
You're going to bring me another T-shirt?
I'll bring you a T-shirt.
I never wore the other one.
I lost my T-shirt. I think I had sent you a picture of it. Or no, I think you saw it.
Okay. I never wore mine.
Yeah.
Okay, don't get lost.
Comic-Con. I know. I'm thinking, what happened to it? So, San Diego Comic-Con coming back around. A lot of changes. We know that certain people will not be moderating certain panels because of the news that occurred. I'm just gonna
say, to me, he was never funny. I go back to that guy when I was 17 and he hosted his first TV show, and I was like, this guy's not funny. And he's not even amusing. He's not even witty. And then as I watched him rise to like nerd stardom, I was just like, I don't get it.
What MTV show was he on?
It was called Trashed.
Is that
That was the first
was
one
that
that
the
he
first
hosted.
one?
That was the first
It
one that he
was?
hosted. He went on to Singled Out.
Oh, Trashed was first?
Yes.
Why was I thinking Singled Out was first?
I don't know.
I didn't know that. Okay.
But either way, that was just my humble opinion.
Well,
so
Lewis Lecca had posted, hey, it'd be good to get some diversity in there. So people of color, different nationality, different sizes, different dimensions, just some diversity hosting these panels. Because I mean, I've, throughout the years, I've, since, oh gosh, I don't even want to say what year. In the 90s, the first time I went, the panels weren't the same. They were really not the same the way they are now. People weren't camping out. People weren't doing that stuff, the way it is now. But panels were hosted by just sometimes people you didn't even know or you never even really heard of.
right.
Just somebody who kind of worked in the industry, in the comic book industry, or maybe was a writer or something, and they would talk about a new television show coming, or they would talk about a movie that's in production, or comic books. So you really didn't know who they were, but they were extremely educated on the genre, whether or the medium, whatever kind of media it was, whether it was comic books or movies. I mean, they were always very, very informed and knew their stuff. But I would wholeheartedly agree that we need some different people in there.
right.
Different people. Just let's change it up. Let's get some diversity. Some
variety.
Some variety. Some women hosting the panels. Why does certain people have to host the major panels? Why do they have to be white males? They can be women.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. I don't know. What do I know though?
Agreed.
That's just my thought.
Yeah, because sometimes the most qualified person or persons, it doesn't matter about sex and race and all of that thing. And these days we talk so much about all of that stuff, and I just really want the most qualified people to be in there. Could be a woman, could be like Russell says in Deadpool 2, the industry discriminates.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what we're looking at. So some news for San Diego Comic-Con again. 4 weeks of counting. You should have your hotel by now. You should have everything ready. But Twin Peaks is coming to San Diego Comic-Con for autograph signings, and they're possibly looking at doing a panel. Generally, if the whole cast is coming for a signing, they'll usually do a panel in connection with that.
You know who's not going? HBO.
Yeah, that's right. And Marvel Cinematic Universe. Marvel Television will be there, but Marvel Cinematic Universe is not going to be there. But yeah, HBO is not going to be there. It's Game of Thrones and Westworld.
Yes.
Yeah, so they're not going to be there. No presence there. But isn't Game of Thrones winding down?
It is, which is why you would think that there would be some presence there.
Yeah, you would think they do it up big for, its final season is what, next year, right? 2019?
Yeah, that's what they say. It's gone on too long already. And now they're planning a prequel.
Oh, come on.
Oh, exactly. No, exactly. I was so into Game of Thrones back in the earlier seasons, and then they just dragged it on for too long.
I've heard that, people... I watched the first couple episodes and I wasn't really interested in it. It kind of lost me. But I've heard people say, yeah, they stuck around for maybe a season or two and then they were out. Yeah. And then there's some who are just hardcore, diehard fans. They love the show.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. And they're completely committed to it. They watch it, whenever it's on. But yeah, I'm one of those that just watched a couple episodes. I have family too that loves it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, Jason Momoa. Let's start there. But then they killed him. Son of a...
So I was about to hit mute. You scared me.
No, it's the kind of show that it's hard to invest. It's hard to watch and keep up with because you invest in these characters and they are systematically just picked off.
No, I know what you mean. So I get you.
Yeah, and see, Julio here, and Julio watches. He's talking about the Red Wedding. Let's see, and then Robin's talking about the Khaleesi will take what is hers with fire and blood. And I love this stuff. Finally, the dragons are here, and hey, I watch a show you don't watch. Okay, so the dragons are here and everything, but again, it's taking too long. Let's kill Cersei already, please, somebody.
That's
the way
true.
that we were happy to watch Joffrey die, somebody kill Cersei.
I don't know what she's talking about. Is that Lord of the Rings?
That's okay, because I'm a nerd. That's why I'm here.
Also, in some Comic-Con news, it came out today. Calvin Chavez from Splash Report, Lewis, like I had tweeted it, that we're gonna see he's saying that it's been confirmed that we're gonna see a Shazam trailer at San Diego Comic-Con.
Am I excited about this? Exactly.
Wait for the trailer. Let's wait for the trailer, and we'll see. But yeah, people are waiting on the Shazam. Gosh,
Julio says Game of Thrones is like television Russia roulette. That's so true. Okay, so
see, I never stuck around
Shazam,
for
that's Zachary Levi?
Yes. So Shazam, that's according to Calvin Chavez from the Splash Report, saying that it's been confirmed that we will see a trailer for Shazam at San Diego Comic-Con. Also, we know that Walking Dead is going to be having a panel. We just don't know which date yet. Generally, it's on a Friday in Hall H. Again, don't know who's moderating. I said just the other day, Yvette Nicole Brown would be a very, very good choice. Because she's on the Talking Dead a lot. She's like a hardcore Walking Dead fan.
Right on.
And she even goes back to the comic.
Okay.
So she's like a legit fan. So I think that'd be a good, really, really good choice to have her moderate that panel.
See, and I could respect if Comic-Con made a return to the legitimate hardcore fans and not just the for show fans, the people that go just to check in and things like that. That's what my gripe is all of the time. Comic-Con should be about the fans, the hardcore fans.
It's just, yeah, I mean, well, I remember, I mean, you know, there's a lot of us that remember when you would just be able to go up and buy your ticket.
Right.
And, you know, that it was like any convention. That's how it was. But then the popularity just exploded, and they weren't ready for just the explosion in popularity. They weren't, I don't believe they were prepared for it. In 2000, I think it was 2001, 2002, it was ridiculous. It was just like, you know, your shoulder to shoulder. It was horrible. It was like legitimately a bad experience, because by now it's super popular. The panels are you know, they're maxed out. Here's one thing I will say. It's a pain in the ass when in Hall H they never clear it out. If you get a seat in Hall H, which is the main hall, right, where they do all the major panels, if you get a seat in Hall H, you basically camp out there all day and you keep that seat. That's what people do. And that's the one thing that's extremely irritating. If you want to get into a panel, is you got to wait, see who leaves, and then, you know, then they usher you in if you're waiting in line. But yeah, a lot of people do that. They'll stake out their seat. I mean, again, that's, I can see if they say, hey, I waited all night to get my seat, so I'm going to keep it all day. So there's that argument. But then there's also the argument of like, hey man, I don't want to see every panel. I just want to see a couple. So, but I can't because, you know, certain people are hogging up the seat.
To me, it's akin to when you watch 21 Jump Street, the movie, and how Channing Tatum is confused because the nerd stuff is now the popular stuff. Yeah. Now the popular people do the nerdy things now. That is how I view this particular convention, and I think that it belongs to the fans and not just people who want to Snapchat themselves and say, "Oh, look, I was at Comic-Con," and don't necessarily care.
Do you think maybe it's just exploded in popularity and that there are that many legitimate fans?
No. That attend? No.
Well, but they also have the outside also. So you don't have to have a badge. Like there's so much stuff. There's a lot of stuff to do outside. Right. And then really quick, Intergalactic Mojito saying she's almost positive that Nicole Brown will be hosting the panel. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Also a voice actress, right?
Yeah, she's also a voice actress. She also does Super Mansion. She's a voice on Super Mansion, the stop motion animated series.
Oh, right on, right on.
So but again, going back to it, yeah, there's so much stuff to do outside of San Diego Comic-Con, like, you know, all in the gas lamp area. They have all these different experiences, all these stunts going on, and all these, Marvel televisions there. Just there's a lot of stuff going on.
Right, right.
So I think a lot of people who don't have badges go to that stuff and go to some of those events. But it's hard to say. It's legitimately hard to say because there's San Diego Comic-Con is now a lot of young people. But I mean, I'm old, so
he said it.
But I mean, you know, I've been going for so long, and I've seen the evolution of the event, and you know, I've been caught up in it when I thought, oh God, I'll never come back. This is horrible. It's a horrible experience. But yeah, so I could see both sides. I see both sides. I see your argument. It's a legit argument.
That's the first time you said that. We've been arguing about this for months.
It's a legit argument.
We have been arguing about this for months.
It's a legit argument.
I don't mean 4 months. I mean muchos months.
You're stupid. It's a legit argument. I can see the argument because I can see there's people who, when they have to go to the open registration and they jump through hoops and they do the whole process, and when their number gets called for them to buy their ticket, boom, only Sunday's available. That's all that's available because all the other days are sold out. And it's very hard to get a 5-day pass, or you know, the 4-day, which includes the preview night.
We were even having the exchange the other night about that if Halloween is going to be there and stuff. So I talked to, well, you know, Zeke's friend Darla she's gone to Comic-Con before. Her dad is hardcore like you, going back many, many years to early days of Comic-Con or back in the 90s. And he's not interested in seeing the horror movies shown there. He's not interested necessarily in seeing if like Halloween is going to have a panel and all that stuff. That's not what he goes for. He's like, I'm a comic book fan. I'm there for the comic books. Darla has been Inuyasha. She has been Raven from Teen Titans. Funny. She has been Robin. She has been Link. And he has her costumes made professionally every year for Halloween. So
I only did that one year for my daughter. She was Hit Girl. And I wish I had the pictures. I wish I had the pictures because it was a pretty legitimate costume. But yeah, well, the reason why the studios just jumped on it is because it became so popular. That's why they jumped on it.
Exactly.
But there was always horror there. I remember there was always horror novels. People who wrote horror novels, horror comic books. Yeah. They were all there. I always remember them there.
But were they quite as featured as, say, it was last year?
Oh, no, I'm talking about like years ago, like, you know, in the early 2000s, late 90s, 97, 90, like 98, 99 was like all Star Wars stuff. But, no, I remember there was a lot of horror publications and a lot of horror artists and people who wrote, you know, horror comic books and novels. I remember, it's always been there. It's always been there. But what makes it different, I think, is now with the studios with the movies.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest differences now with Comic-Con is our movies. That's, you know, because it's not, the argument is always, well, it's not MovieCon. It's not, you know, you should call it MediaCon.
Oh, what did I tell you? I said that they should change the name. If Halloween and The Nun are going to be the biggest showings and the biggest panels, the biggest draws.
Oh, no, they won't be the biggest. They'll be there, but they won't
what
be the
is
biggest.
Going to be? Walking Dead has already passed its prime. HBO isn't there.
Marvel
isn't doing that much.
I think the biggest is going to be some DC news. And San Diego Comic-Con is partnered with DC because DC characters are featured on their swag, on their T-shirts and stuff. So I think it's going to be DC news. It's still going to be you got it. I think it's still going to be oh, you want to share?
Because I actually read it.
You share that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I still think it's going to be, you know, superhero movies and DC and that stuff is still going to be relevant and prevalent as far as, you know, the mainstays. But horror is kind of like, you know, like the dessert for a lot of people who go to it.
Okay, but for me, it's a main course. For people who are fans the way I am, that stand in line for things like Monster Palooza and stuff, and we're going to Midsummer Scream.
Midsummer Scream's coming up, and
for me, that's my main course, and
I see that.
And so it's not just a dessert or an aperitif or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main thing, but we don't get that at our conventions. And I understand that there's always a thing about money and everything.
Right.
But just
logistics and business stuff.
You know, just like Mojito was saying, Star Trek conventions in the 90s were never like Comic-Con. There was a big crowd, but you were either hardcore Star Trek or hardcore sci-fi.
That's very true. I went to one Star Trek convention. Yeah, and it was legitimately different. You've seen Fanboys, right?
I have not watched that. No.
That's right. You haven't seen it.
No, I've
That's
seen parts of it, but not.
Well, yeah. In the 90s, I remember I did go to a Star Trek convention, and it was Star Trek only. There was nothing else. And this was before Star Wars Celebration. There was no Star Wars convention. Well, no official Star Wars convention. There were conventions where they featured, like Carrie Fisher, Jeremy Bullock. They would have Star Wars actors signing,
Right.
but they weren't official Lucasfilm, Star Wars conventions. But Star Trek was legit Star Trek, and that's all it was.
Right. Galaxy Quest.
and that was the same with like Fangoria Weekend of Horrors. It was legit horror. You didn't see anything else. You didn't see people selling like comic book stuff. Like you kind of see it now.
Right.
Every once in a while, you'll see like a comic vendor sneak in and at a horror convention. But like Weekend of Horrors, yeah, legit, just horror, horror memorabilia, comics, novels, the movies, the VHS movies where it would be like a row of VHS tapes, and there was no, they were kind of like bootleg.
Yeah, well, just like I see right now, there's a big fad in collecting VHS tapes.
Right.
I don't think it's necessarily because people really want to watch VHS. I think it's because it's the popular thing to do. That is my feeling about the conventions. I feel like I'm not being horror elitist about it, like, oh no, don't come to my convention. But it's like genuine hardcore fans miss out sometimes because of the popularity part of it.
I could see that, but I would just think if you're a hardcore horror fan, if you didn't get into a certain day, you would plan in advance and say, hey, I'm going to make it for that day then. Like, Monsterpalooza, certain days do sell out.
Yes.
So don't show up on the day of expecting to get in or not wait in line.
Yeah.
Plan. That would be my argument or my suggestion.
Yeah.
Is plan.
Okay, well, here Lewis asks, does everyone that goes to Disneyland need to be a hardcore Disney fan, considering how much it costs to get in there? Possibly. That's possibly, but there's a difference between an amusement park that's open year long and a convention that comes around but once a year.
I still say that it's a good place for to bring various movies because of the popularity.
Inigo says, don't come to my Raider Fest.
Don't come. I can't go to Raider Fest wearing a Rams jersey.
Don't come. I mean, you could, but
you're gonna get hurt.
You could try it.
You better bring your Kaiser card with you.
Actually, I always respect those guys. Like there was a Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice came and signed at one of the Raider Fests, and in all of the sea of silver and black, you see like one,
no way,
like 49ers jersey.
Oh, I wouldn't have done that. That guy must have had really good health insurance.
That's awesome though, because actually that gets respected. Because you're such a hardcore fan that you're going to go out there like, what is it, to the lions, amongst the lions?
Amongst the lions. But you can't do that if it's like a Dodgers event and you see that one dude show up in a San Francisco Giants. No, the dude's going to get hurt.
Mike has been to a Rams game when the Raiders weren't even playing. Completely head to toe Bo Jackson, with silver and black.
Bo Jackson, wow. That's funny.
But I digress. This is just... I've just got excited because he finally admitted that I might have a point.
you might, but there is some cool stuff. We can't talk about it yet.
Okay.
And you already know, but yeah, there's some.
He always does that.
There's some cool stuff coming to Comic-Con.
Dangles the proverbial carrot in front of
There's
y'all.
some pretty cool horror stuff coming to Comic-Con. Just
horror stuff. What's not coming anymore is Friday the 13th. There's no more download content.
Yeah, what's going on with the video game?
So Victor Miller is who wrote the movie back in '79. Sean Cunningham directed it. Sean Cunningham says that he owns the rights to, the movie and the characters, the franchise. But Victor Miller says that because of a provision in copyright law that the rights revert back to him. So there's pretty much been a cease and desist on anything having to do with Jason, Friday the 13th. Or anything.
Wow.
So instead of getting all feature content, which was going to include introduction of Uber Jason, new counselors, new map and clothing emotes, none of that's going to be available after all.
Wow. So they're going to take all that downloadable content, they take it back?
Yes.
Oh, that sucks, especially if you bought it.
Yeah, it came out on, May 26th of this year, and then the physical release was on, not this year, last year.
Last year.
It's 2018. So, and there was a physical release in October.
It was the hard copy, like the hard disc.
Yeah. Oh, I know what that means. And this case goes back actually to 2016.
That long ago?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And so they then they just recently got the judgment on it.
Yes.
So
This is it's not the finality of it, but as of right now, they can't do anything else.
Yeah, it's been in litigation that long.
So
Wow.
I'm not particularly a fan of it. I like the look of it because, well, it's Jason and it's the counselors, but I'm just not that. It's not that exciting for me.
Wow.
So, but some people out there really, really like it. So, hey, sorry about that.
Yeah. What else you got?
What else do I got? Let's see. Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Anybody know about that?
I've heard about it. I don't know much about it.
Oh, that's got some stellar casting. So it's actually going back to. It's about the Manson family.
That's right.
It's starring Leo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie, or Robbie, however, Zoe Bell, longtime stunt woman and actress, and going back to like Kill Bill. She was the bride and stuff like that. So Al Pacino, Burt Reynolds, and Timothy Olyphant. It's going to be released on August 9th, 2019, which is the 50th anniversary of the Tate LaBianca murders.
Oh, really?
That is gruesome.
Do you think, is there any family that's still alive, especially from like the LaBiancas?
I don't know.
Because the LaBiancas were the ones that I think
they owned like a market or something.
Yeah, that's right.
So, yeah, but I don't know. I imagine they have children or grandchildren.
Wow.
But, yeah, so that's coming out next year. But you know what? These days, who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah. Yeah, really
that's
quick.
That's a positive note.
Yeah, thanks for ending it there. I'm gonna turn this ship around though. We're gonna talk about Disneyland really quick. So yeah, we mentioned Pixar Pier's coming, and that's gonna be opening up this weekend. The Intergalactic Mojito had sent us a message, or sent. I think you were included in it, right? For the D23 thing.
Yes.
Yeah. She made a pretty valid point. So I did my booked my hotel for Star Wars Celebration Orlando.
Right.
So I'm sorry, Chicago.
I knew what you meant.
Star Wars Celebration Chicago.
It's the progressed age.
I know. I'm still from last year. So yeah, I booked my hotel, but you know she reminded me of something that, you know, D23 is next year. So I mean we're all, if you're a hardcore geek like we are, we're already planning 2019 events. I have Star Wars Celebration Chicago coming up, and then next year is D23 is going to be back.
My friend Jonathan got his tickets for Chicago as well.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
So I didn't get my tickets. I did book my hotel.
Oh, that's all you did? He got his tickets. Well, he's from Chicago.
Well, yeah, it's sold out, but I was going to get tickets a different way. So
yeah, he doesn't have to pay for hotel.
So yeah, I know I gotta pay for the hotel, and the hotel is expensive. But yeah, she brought up a really really interesting topic, and something to think about. D23 last year, I was in the live action panel, but they also had a theme parks panel of all the cool stuff coming to theme parks. So what they did at the conclusion of the panel was they gave people a fast pass or an exclusive pass to check out Fantasmic when it was coming back. So at the conclusion of the theme parks panel, while the live action panel was going on, if you were in that panel, you got a really cool pass to go check out Fantasmic later that night and the theme parks at Disneyland. So what she was talking about or mentioning was that maybe there could be something going on for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, because that's all coming next year. We don't know the exact date yet.
Right.
I had always heard it was going to be sometime in June. That June was going to be late June, early July is when Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is going to open up. But then there's also the thought that the way they're doing Pixar Pier, that is potentially the way they're going to do it for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. There's probably going to be a separate ticket event, probably in the range of $300 a person, where you get to go in early to get the exclusive look of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which is a fan event. So with all that geek stuff going on, I think I may cancel now for Star Wars Celebration Chicago.
Oh, wow.
So cancel that.
Hey, maybe we can have Jonathan take pictures, write a little something.
And then that'd be cool. That would be cool. That would be cool with me. We could get that going. Write up some cool stuff, send us some pictures. But yeah, so when she said that, I'm like, oh man, do I really want to go to Chicago now? I would rather save the money and go, or even, pay for like kids and I to go, and everybody to go to like Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which is still be cheaper than airfare, tickets, spending money, hotel.
Right, that's true.
So
And
yeah,
last year D23 was easy for you because it's just like right over.
yeah, D20, yeah. But it was a little weird getting in. We had a little bit of an issue getting in with some of our passes, but I think I'm gonna buy my own tickets.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy them.
Right on.
I'll buy them. And then yeah, because my goal for next year is okay. I can skip Star Wars Celebration, and I'd rather go to Comic-Con, D23, and then we're almost positive that they're gonna have a fan event for Galaxy's Edge, so I don't mind saving my money and then contributing to that.
Yeah, I bet that there's hardcore Star Wars and Disney fans that really want to be there for the opening of Galaxy's Edge.
So save now, prepare now. That's what we're saying.
Because there are other people who are not hardcore fans that can afford it that will scoop you for tickets.
Probably. They're yeah. Or either they know somebody and they'll get in. That generally happens a lot. But if you're a hardcore fan, save now and get ready for next year. That's what I'm gonna do. So that's just my thought.
Right. Okay.
So do we want to open it up really quick? It's already my goodness.
Oh, we're over.
We're way over.
Oh, hey, Robin, I know you love dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs. I don't think I've shown you guys this comp book. Look, it's from the Natural History Museum. It's got dinosaurs.
Do we have any cool comments going on? Oh, we got a lot of comments. People always saying pretty cool stuff. Intergalactic Mojito, Ibarra. I can't read that. That's way too small for me to read. It's too far for me too.
Oh, yeah. Inigo Montoya is just making some comments about his Raider jerseys.
Oh. Faithful Raider fan.
Let's see. Ibarra, if you have any friends that are annual pass holders, they can get you a Hopper Pass at 40% off right now through September 3rd. We're all friends and family here.
That's right. Thanks for reminding me on that. 40% off Park Hopper passes if you're an annual pass holder. So you can get tickets but do they need to be there with you? That's the thing. That's a good question.
Hey, Ed Gow, do you know the answer to that?
Or if anybody knows the answer to that.
I think Ed Gow was planning to go with his buddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm just curious.
Yeah, does that annual pass holder need to be there? And do you guys need to walk in together when they do your annual passport? And I saw my when last time I went, the lady who scanned because you could just do it through your phone now.
Okay.
So yeah, it's you don't even do fast passes anymore.
Yeah.
You do it through your phone if you have the app.
Yeah, so the last time that we went, my eldest heard that, so he was saving the fast passes because somebody there told him, we're not going to be doing paper ones anymore.
Well, they still give them to you, but they're just reminders. So it says reminder. So yeah, now you can everything's just done through your phone. If you have you have the tickets synced up to your phone, then you just go in, you scan it on the little thing, the little machine, and then it lights up green, and then you go in. But every time I go, the ticket lady or the ticket guy, whoever scans my phone, says, "Hey, you need to change your picture." Because on my picture, my eyes are closed like a total dork.
Mental.
She goes, "You need to change your picture." Every time I go, they tell me, "Do you want to change your picture?" I'm like, "No, I just want to go in. I'll change it next time." But yeah.
Well, actually, Lewis asks, should Knott's being Wild West theme hold horror events like Knott's Scary Farm? Doesn't that take away from Monsterpalooza? I would say that if Monsterpalooza was themed more like Midsummer Scream, which is about the amusement parks, then yeah. But it's not. That's a convention. That's an autograph convention with some mild panels.
Midsummer Scream?
Monsterpalooza.
Oh, Monsterpalooza. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Midsummer Scream is more amusement park based.
Yeah, Midsummer Scream's going to be more, definitely more amusement parks. All the Halloween events are going to be announced, and that's the week after San Diego Comic-Con.
Mick Garris, if you're out there, I'm looking for you.
Oh, there you go.
I want to meet Mick Garris. Mick Garris, I follow you. I'm a huge fan. And if you think you don't know who Mick Garris is, you do. He co-wrote Hocus Pocus. Mm-hmm. He directed Riding the Bullet. He directed The Stand, Tommyknockers. He's really, if you may think that you don't know that name, but trust me, you do.
The
Critters 2.
Oh yeah, that's right. They're going to be doing a Hocus Pocus panel. I believe it's 25th anniversary. Is it 25th anniversary?
Sounds about right. The 90s, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's 25th anniversary of Hocus Pocus. So they're going to be doing a panel with the director, writer, and I don't know. I think some of the cast or some of the crew who worked on the film. So they'll be doing that. So that'll be, I can't recall what day though. I think it's Sunday.
We'll find out.
I think the Elvira panel is Saturday, and the Hocus Pocus panel is Sunday, and then along with the theme park panels from from Knott's Berry Farm, Magic Mountain, Six Flags. I'm sorry, Knott's Berry Farm. The phone call threw me off. From Six Flags, Knott's Berry Farm, Universal, of course, Queen Mary. So
before he continues, Cassandra Peterson, also, we'd love to see you.
Yes. Oh, gosh. It makes my heart beat. All right.
He told me that if we can get an interview with Cassandra Peterson, he's like, you're going to have to do it.
Yeah, I won't. I'll just say, can we get an interview at your house?
Oh, and hey, just for clarification, both iMojito and Ed Gal here are saying that the best friend discount, the pass holder definitely has to accompany you.
Oh, okay. So there's
and
a
it
catch.
can't be a blacked out date.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
and sucks. That he believes you have to buy the ticket at Disneyland with the pass holder.
And then you guys go in together.
Yes.
Yeah. Darn. You can't just buy the ticket and then say, here you go. Bummer. All right. I think we're good. We good?
I think so. We have kept you here for so long, but as always, we're having a great time.
I know. We're shooting this.
See? He didn't hit the mute for him. He was right there.
No, see, I was going to do it. But and you know what? We can't even do the outro because I took it off. And I think people have seen it already too many times. So I'm not going to play it again.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight.
Yes, thank you. There will not be a Nerd Report outro tonight. You guys have seen it way too many times. But thanks for hanging out. Thanks for talking with us and chatting with us. Please share the video. Please like it. Let everybody know about the Nerd Report from my co-host, Amanda Gonzalez.
Jesus.
I was going to say...
If you say Amanda Garcia, I will punch you right in your throat.
Amanda Garcia.
Do not even.
Boom. I was going to say Amanda Garcia. Wow. Because I have a cousin who's Amanda Garcia.
I don't care. I don't care what the reason is.
So every time I say your name, I always think Amanda Garcia.
Blasphemy.
But no. For my co-host, Amanda Gonzalez, and myself, thanks for hanging out. Again, please like the video. Please share it. Let everybody know about the Nerd Report. Every Monday night, 7 p.m., we're always here. And sometimes we have giveaways. Sometimes we don't. Maybe we'll have a giveaway next week.
All right. I dig it.
We'll find
Anybody
something.
interested in some horror giveaways? Because I got some stuff.
Yeah. I'll take it.
Not you.
Oh, damn it. All right, guys.
So thanks again for joining us from a broom closet. Are we on the Death Star tonight or Spaceball 1?
No, we're Spaceball because there's no AC.
The SS Enterprise?
Oh, let's do the SS Enterprise. Let's do SS Enterprise.
All right. Thank you for joining us again, and nerd out.
Thanks.